Hello everyone, we've switched over to another game in the second round of the Philadelphia StarCraft League. Spawning in our upper right hand corner, we have the green Protoss, Sabaka. Sabaka is the co-creator of the hit StarCraft web series Copper League. Sabaka is currently unranked in the WCS. And his opponent, all the way across, spawning cross-spawn at Frost, wearing the pink war paint, is the Terran player, Greg. Apparently in his own clan. Greg is a Masters level Terran. He loves macro-oriented styles, smiley face, and he hopes to show good games, and everyone please cheer for him. We have not yet seen a Masters level player, I believe. We've had mostly Diamond level players, unless I am mistaken. Greg starting his wall off right away, sending out a scout. He is predicting correctly that his opponent will be spawning across from him. Unless that SCV takes a turn. Oh, he is going to take a turn and head to the north. Protoss players SCV, wow. Probe is heading straight to the south. Again, everyone, this event is hosted in Philadelphia by, and I believe at, DevNuts. DevNuts.com for more information. The probe from the Protoss player guessing correctly that it will be a cross-spawn game. Poking right up the ramp into the Terran player's main base, he sees everything he needs to know right away and begins retreating, possibly to set up a proxy pylon for later aggression. Cybernetics core coming down as soon as the gateway is done. Very standard play. One gas at the moment. SCV in the Protoss player's base. He's going to steal a little bit of minerals, pulling 3 probes off the line, slowing down mining time. SCV will safely retreat. A reactor on the first barracks of the Terran player. With plenty of gas, it looks like he might be popping out a few Reapers to continue scouting and maybe even harass the Protoss player. Mothership core will be done, of course, by the time any of that happens, and the Protoss player should be safe. A proxy factory. Now this is going to be interesting. I am guessing we're going to see some very early Widow Mines in the middle line of the Protoss player. If this is not scouted or appropriately taken care of, this could be absolutely devastating. We do not have a forge or a robotics bay for a Protoss player. He will not be able to detect these Widow Mines. Mothership core floating around, getting suspicious. I think his spidey sense is being set off. Full saturation in the Protoss player's main base as the natural is coming up. The Terran player has not yet taken an expansion and is researching concussive shells instead of combat shields. An interesting play. Let's see how it works out from here. Robotics bay coming down. Where is it? Oh, behind the middle line. This will be able to get him some observers out and hopefully counter early Widow Mine aggression. This first Widow Mine's coming out. There is a Stalker being built in the Protoss player's base. He should be able to shoot down this Widow Mine or at least force it into burrowing. Robotics facility finishing up for the Protoss player. Does he start an observer or does he go right into an immortal? This could be a very significant start for our Terran. He has Marines and a Marauder moving across the map with 2 more to back it up. The Widow Mine is caught at the ramp. A very good play by Sabaka. Photon overcharge comes out right away, taking down 1 Marine. Now, if Greg builds aggression on the back of this and gets a few medevacs out, the Mothership core might not have enough energy for a second photon overcharge by the time he's ready to attack. This is a very common strategy and the new standard meta for Terran versus Protoss in the WCS and the GSL. Units continuing to stream across. It looks like our Terran player is planning on a one base all-in, as he has not built a second command center. The Protoss is investing a lot of resources into his second expansion, and therefore not putting out too many units yet. If he can survive this aggression and tech up to Colossus with a second base pumping units in, this will go very well for the Protoss player. Second photon overcharge, not yet for about 30 seconds. We see the aggression coming in right away. I don't think there's enough to stop this at the moment. The Marauder's doing heavy damage. The poor Zealot is trapped behind his own force field. Probes are pulled to try and mitigate damage. They're going to focus down the natural. Two Stalkers coming down the ramp. Good surround by the probes, making them attack, or click attack instead of just a move. Another Stalkers goes down. The concussion shell looks like it was a very good decision. More units are trickling across the map. I think the Terran player has a very strong advantage at this moment. Terran player sniping pylons to make sure no reinforcements are coming in, and both warp gates are powered down. There is a Colossus being built in the back, but I don't think this will be enough. Another photon overcharge in the main base, forcing Terran player back down to the natural. Terran player is going to snipe the natural, still building units on the back of this. This is a one base all in, and it looks like Greg might have what it takes to finish this match. Zerg player rebuilding pylons to repower his bases. The Colossus should be up soon, but with nothing to absorb the hits from these Marauders, that Colossus will not last very long. The Terran player has lost the Protoss player has lost quite a bit of money and several units in this fight. 15 probes have been killed versus a mere 10 units lost, mostly Marines from Terran player. Colossus goes down very quickly with no units to absorb those attacks. GG is called. Greg with a very aggressive opening. The Widow Mines did not work, but the push with the Marauders and the Marines did. Very strong one base attack. GG Greg. First round goes to the